Welcome, class. For this week's homework, I would like you to create a 30-second to 2-minute video about something important to you. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be an event. Within this video, I want you to practice everything that we've studied. But most importantly, I would like you to practice STEP. S-T-E-P. Remember, the first part of STEP is a summary. I would like you to use words such as in summary or in conclusion, and then review what you talked about already. The second part of STEP is T. That means you are going to give a lesson. You're going to talk about things such as, I learned that, or we can all learn that. E stands for encouragement. That's when you want your listeners to do something. Remember the special words such as, I encourage you to, or we all must, or we should. Okay? And then there's P for prediction. That's when you make a statement about the future, such as, in the future, blah, 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 blah. Or in the next couple of years, okay? You can use all 4 parts of STEP, or you can take just 1 or 2 pieces and make a conclusion that way. Let's create an example now. I'm going to share a speech, and then I will try to use at least 2 parts of STEP. Have you ever had to make a deep cut? This is part of my baby's umbilical cord. It was strangling him. It was killing him. Dear class, thank you for coming to my speech. Today we're going to talk about the deep cuts that we all have to make. After listening to my speech, you will understand why it's so important to make hard sacrifices. Firstly, we all have to make that cut, that simple cut, so that we can live. I'll never forget that day when the nurse passed me a scissor, and with bloody and shaking hands, I had to cut the cord so that my baby could enter this world. It was such a difficult time for me because I was worried about his life and his health. But that was actually quite easy because the second cut was more difficult. I had to change my lifestyle. You see, I used to love working on my old car. I had a Jeep, and I really loved to play around with it. But I had to cut it away from my life because I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough space to use this car anymore. I needed a bigger minivan so that my boy could enjoy life. But the third cut was the most difficult cut of all because I had to cut away a part of myself. You see, before I had a baby, I loved to tell dirty jokes. And I like to swear. And the most difficult thing is, I would always get angry. I would always lose my temper. But I had to cut away at all of these bad parts of myself so that I could be a better dad. In conclusion, we all have to make difficult cuts, difficult sacrifices in our lives. Sometimes they're cuts in flesh. Sometimes they're cuts to our habits. Sometimes they're cuts to who we are. Life, love, all of them need sacrifice. All of them require cuts. What cuts are you willing to make for a better life?